Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
And the Spartans pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass hits. Picked off.
Hold it. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with him.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Spartans are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They punted on their 1st drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
On a cold night, you feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right out the gates?
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this one.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense bounces back.
The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Sparty. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. The ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch and getting the first down.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He wants to throw. Fires left. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ray. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's White. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Terrapins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He chucks one out to the right. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Good timing on the quick out. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Dances away. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
As a quarterback, that's why I love the slant throw, because it can work third and short. It can also work third and medium. By the time the receiver catches that ball, he's by the sticks. It's a great play to go out and execute against a lot of different defenses and a lot of different down and distances.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
On the run, it's Ray. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find a guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Coming after it. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Spartans drop to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. All kinds of time before he fires right. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Sea.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I'll tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, but it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On the ground, it's Ray. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got his man.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Catch in the middle, it's Ray. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. All wideouts, no backs. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? You just can't come up with a completion. After
the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ray. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Ray. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Maryland! And the comeback is on. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese. And this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's now 2nd down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Spartans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Comes out throwing on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
It's second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On second down, wants to throw it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Spartans will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense takes the field. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
On first down, here comes this offense. Running to the left. The ball squirts free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
They'll try the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He'll try to do it himself.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Steamrolls his way ahead. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats. We've played 1 period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job of committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Lloyd. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David? And snatches it on the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
He's going to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln.
And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He now has 72 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped after making the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's back to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Defenses throughout the league study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll go to the ground. ready. He's got space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Getting some heat. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. They go right back to it. Goodrow just steamrolling his way through. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. These corners going to give them some space. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set. 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Spartans in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well stick with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the stomping has commenced. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan State 34, Nebraska 10. Return runs out of bounds.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page.
Lofts one high indeed. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're bringing heat. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They want to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will be the first up today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Graham down the middle. It's Graham.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. Setting the tone early. How about the execution of a clean drive for a conference championship?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Michigan State Spartans offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First and 10 now for the offense. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Spartans will come to the line to run the hurry up. Ball handed off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. And there's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. The pocket breaking down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The back's got it. They can't slow him down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Work some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He hands it to the back. Over to Juke, gets free now. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
So early contact with the defense. It'll push the ball up 5 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out.
Encroachment. Defense.
Mental mistake with the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, what a big-time play here by these wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Here's the handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, it's Michigan State with the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Running right after the read option. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it. Open.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Now it's second down here. And they hand it off to the back. Got space looking for the end zone here. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring them.
Near the goal line. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Offense facing second and goal. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The kickoff team is on the field to root this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important 2nd down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's low. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, and opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The Buckeyes are going to take advantage of the red zone trip here. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down after that previous play. The DB's backing off from the line now. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down there. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Heading to the outside. It's low. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop here on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive here, this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown. Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th inches, pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Returner looking to create better field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play. But fired into a tight window and picked off. He steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man open downfield. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know,
touchdown, Ohio State. This passing game is on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's a start with the next drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception in the very... And he lofts one deep over the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Caught on the outside. It's Brown. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us arm strength. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up 3rd down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. No problem. Knocks it right through. That puts them back on top. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on 1st down. over the middle and incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties, got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
That one moves the ball across the 40. The Spartans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
A running play called on 4th down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Handoff running right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
The reception gets him at 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great throwing catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. And the Spartans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here comes the bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And they go in front here in the second half. They were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he's finally tackled just short of the goal line. He thought he was going to get there, but what a return. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So, Kirk, it's Michigan State with the lead here. They've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The shotgun handoff here. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Fighting off the defender. Breaking free at the 35. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. The Spartans hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Pressure is coming. Finds his man. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Here's a run call on third and goal. Touchdown, Spartans. This offense really clicking. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers on the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Bringing pressure. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's low. It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, nothing but green grass ahead. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense trots out there to open this game. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away.
Number 96 on to kick it away.
And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. So the Pitt Panthers offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. The Panthers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Holstein. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. No huddle here for the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the Spartans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run it. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Spartans line up on first and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's in the field. Let's check out this call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarter.
There's a shot toward the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Holstein. That one's broken up, incomplete, and time has expired in the first quarter. And Kirk, it's Pittsburgh on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane. So this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The throwaway there, gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Spartans' offense is on the move now. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
This close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Receiver makes the catch, breaking free at the 35. That's good for a 1st down near the 40. Panthers come to the line to run the hurry-up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Holstein. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. The Panthers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Hit has moved into the red zone. Defense not pressing this time. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Nice throw, caught for a completion. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. That roughing the passer gives the offense a first down. The Panthers line it up with first and goal. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Looking to the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown.
Hey, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
17, Michigan State, 3.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hold it. Offense.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's escaping the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring out third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And it's incomplete again. 4th count coming up. And the Spartans will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quick throw to the left. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a quick job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what would be the play call?
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Pitt getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On first down, it's play action. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start the third with the leave? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Powering through. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Spartans looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quick throw to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Spartans pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. 3rd down. This offense is really using conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And the Spartans are in the red zone now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Punt over the middle. It's Brown. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call.
And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. Needing to score badly, likely 4-down territory. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He's swarmed by the defense. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on the 4th and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
27, Michigan State, 9.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. The Panthers offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And the completion made. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. Hit getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Holstein. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The Spartans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. This should be the last play of the quarter. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion. And it's Pittsburgh with the lead here, Kurt. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. We'll check out the game summary here so far. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the receivers got it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown. Pitt stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Gain sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Panthers will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Important second down play coming up.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it for a big game. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. They'll run it from the gun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. On third down, he drops to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Panthers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Here's the return now from midfield. And the returner is brought down. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring it down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Oh, man, there's nothing like taking a knee on the road to run out the clock and take home a victory. Because, you know, they've been hearing it all game long from these fans on the road. This time, they get to go home with a W.
In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.